Hello, welcome to Micklefield. I'm Anna. We are very conscious that no one can come and visit us at the moment, so we're making a little film. Today we're going to concentrate on the outside. This is the entrance to the great barn behind me, and then guests would arrive and wander through to the terrace. So we've got the French fountain here, which is rather lovely. We also have the garden room, which has an open fire. Now, we've never not had a wedding with a fire in it. That's always lovely in the evening and a great place for guests to congregate. Now, we're moving on to the terrace here. This is where the guests would assemble before the ceremony. It's also used during the evening. If it's a lovely night, teas and coffees are served out here. Party carries on both in and outside the barn. The bride will walk across here if she's getting married outside and it's a lovely sunny day. You can just see the temple at the end there. That is licensed for civil ceremonies. This is effectively the bride's aisle, and down with all the beautiful spring flowers. So at the moment the daffodils are out and the tulips, and it's been very cleverly planted. On the right you have got the lovely oak, which is 450 years old, great for shade. All the guests sit around the pond during the ceremony. Following the ceremony, the bride and groom will often take a little sneaky glass of champagne in the rose garden, where we're going now, whilst their guests assemble back on the herbaceous border for the confetti walk. Depending on how hot the summer is, it's normally about mid-June when the roses are at their peak. But it's a lovely area for use, not just for the bride and by the bride and groom, but all the guests. Now we're coming to, it's like a little hidden room into the hedge room. Gorgeous bush in the corner there, aptly named the bride. When the guests come up here, they will then walk round, and as I say, if it's a lovely sunny day, they will have their drinks reception on the main lawns. This is just gorgeous, and it's like a sort of corridor, the view into London. It's just like a green corridor. It's extraordinary when you think we're inside the M25 here. So the area behind me, the lower lawn, that is used for the ceremonies, the religious ceremonies. So those of our brides who are not having a civil ceremony. All the guests would come up onto the top lawn and have their drinks reception. Once the drinks reception is over, then the guests would go on into the great barn for their wedding breakfast.
I'm Jamie and welcome to Micklefield. Today I'm going to show you the barn. This barn was built in the 16th century, and the oldest beam that we could accurately date was 1490. When we renovated it, we gave it all the modern cons. So it's got underfloor heating, so you're not cold in winter, and it's got air conditioning, which will be essential in the summer months. The lighting is quite sophisticated, and you can have a high level of lighting or a low level of lighting, and the level at the moment is what most people would have during their dinner and dancing. One interesting feature is the pin spots, which you can see on the floor, and when the tables are all set up, we can move those and highlight your table centres. This is the dance floor area, and we have two PA systems. One for the band or the DJ who plays through our system here, which is mandatory. And we have a second system for speech, so that you can make announcements or give speeches, and it feeds speakers that are flown in the roof all the way along the barn, so everybody will be able to hear you equally. Now we will walk through to the bar area, which is adjacent to the barn. And one of the interesting features is that there's a clear glass that you can see straight onto the dance floor. The bar usually opens after dinner, and we have enough staff to serve your guests, and we can serve any drink you like. And the bar itself will run until 11:30, which is our closing time. I'll just give you a glimpse of our industrial kitchen so that you can appreciate that we have all the equipment we need to deliver for your wedding. This is a favourite spot for photographers to take photographs, particularly of dance floor activities. And adjacent to this is a room that we used to use for the bride to get changed, but now we have a dedicated bridal room. It's used by the groom and his friends to get ready sometimes, or the band as a green room. We have 2 additional cloakrooms here, which is adjacent to the door leading onto the lawn, and are used by guests during their drinks reception.
We have 6 rooms. They are all named after our children, and also Ollie, the dog, Jamie's dog, and Annabelle, our daughter-in-law. So this is Hugo's room. He's our youngest. This is Gabriella's room. She's our eldest. And this is Max, who's number 2. And every child chose the colour and the fabric and the paintings in their bedrooms. They're just nice double bedrooms, TV, bathroom. Guests can check in from 12:30 on the day of the wedding. The brides and the bridal party can arrive here from 8 in the morning. They get ready. There's a kitchen area for breakfast and lunch if they're still up here. There's a shower room, and there's obviously this gorgeous hair and makeup space. Sometimes one of our brides last year had 16 bridesmaids, so there was a mega party going on here and such a wonderful atmosphere. And this is also the space that if you are having a civil ceremony, the registrars will come up and they will meet the bride in here before she goes down to get married. This is the breakfast room, so this is where you come after the wedding, and breakfast is served from 8:30. We have chefs in there creating all sorts of delicious things for you. Sometimes it's even Jamie and I.